Alright guys, it is time for BLIGHTTOWN. Before we do that, we're gonna go talk to a guy that is, up in the depths. Save this one dude really quickly, because he's a pyromancer, and, for any of you guys that are interested in doing a mage build, the best one to start off with is pyromancy. The reason for that is the stupid kid's magic, because it requires no intelligence, only requires attunement cost. Pyromancies are only as powerful as the pyromancy play. So it's really a win-win scenario for you. Just be sure that, especially since you are, not really going to be, if you're following my gameplay and everything, you're probably not going to be doing the depth first. Make sure that when you save this guy, there's a dialogue option where he asks you if you know the secrets of the location of this pyromancy tome, I think, or something like that. Tell him no. You can keep telling him no, but the big thing is that the moment that he leaves to go find that pyromancy tome, he goes and he finds it in the great swamp in BLIGHTTOWN, and I guess whatever he sees depresses the ever-living shit out of him with the hollows. And you find him there and you kill him, and then you can't get any more pyromancies from him. So make sure that you talk to this dude first. Why am I heading this way? You play this game so many times and you just kind of, lump everything together. We are going to purchase some items from the lady here. I know that a lot of you are probably thinking, hey, why didn't you go spend your souls and level up? That is because, it's gonna be very easy to get those souls back, for one, and two, I am prepping for BLIGHTTOWN. Those purple moss clumps reduce poison build-up, and they are very, 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 very useful. Alright. Now that there is a second one of you awful creatures around here, where are you? There you go. Come on. This is a butcher. You kill her once she leaves. They are cannibals, if you have gathered. Pretty terrible creatures. They hit pretty hard, but, I mean, when you kill them as many times as I have, it's honestly not too bad. You also get the best or worst helm in the game by killing them.
I would have been eaten alive. Thank you. I am Luexius. or the Great Swamp, I will not forget my debt to you. Oh, hello there. I'm fine, thank you.
Alright, so now we're going to... Well, you know what, first, let's... Nah, I'm not gonna waste my time with that right now. I was gonna say let's go kill the other butcher and get the sack helmet. Which is, it's literally what it's on, it's a burlap sack that you put over your face. Because apparently that's the, that's their, fashion statement. Burlap sacks. Alright, so now we are gonna start leveling up. Because now it's time to go get to the BLIGHTTOWN, which, as you all well know, is literally my least favorite part of the game. And we're not gonna spend much time fighting the enemies there because, as I said, it is my least favorite part of the game. I get in and out of BLIGHTTOWN as quickly as I can. First, let's go talk to this crestfall and see if he has anything to say.
Old man make it back? Unexpected. But I suppose stranger things have happened. Oh, have you seen that terribly morose lass? The firekeeper. She's stuck keeping that bonfire lit. Sad, really. She's mute and bound to this forsaken place. They probably cut her tongue out back in her village, so that she'd never say any god's name in vain. How do these martyrs keep chugging along? I'd peter out in an instant. I'm not...
Alright. Always talkative there, crestfallen. Let's see if our clerics have left. No, they have not. But let's go get a pyromancy flame.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my pyromancy of the Great Swamp. Oh yeah. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. Unless you find the magic something.
Alright.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that, they'll be of some use, some assistance. Here, first take this.
So,
a flame
the
from
reason
the
why
Great
he asks
Swamp.
that is because in this
Now
universe,
you're a fully
pyromancy
fledged
is kind of
pyromancer.
looked down upon
Right, let's get started
by
right
the magic
now.
building community because of Izalith. If you want to find out more about that, Hawkshaw, the guy I mentioned earlier that did the timeline, has an outstanding video on the demon world of Izalith, and he goes into extreme detail about that sort of stuff, and why Gwyn put so much effort into trying to stomp the demon world out. So yeah,
Goodbye. Be safe.
I'm gonna leave him. You can go through and obviously take a look at what he has. I got that pyromancy flame so that if you guys want me to do pyromancy later, I will go and I will invest in leveling up that pyromancy flame and showing you just how it's done with it. Let's level this guy up. Paladin. Alright, that's all we get. Awesome. More health is always good. Alright. There's the firekeeper, who is the terribly morose lass that he was talking about. And in my off time I had called back up the new Londo lift, so we don't even have to wait for that to come back anymore. God, I just love this Elite Knight armor set. It's gorgeous. say hello to New Londo. Say goodbye to New Londo. Alright, so we're now in the Valley of Drakes. Alright, so now we're gonna meet my favorite enemy in the game, which is sarcasm, because I hate these. As you can already tell, the texture has gone from beautiful to shit brown. And, that's kind of intentional. And by kind of, I mean it is absolutely intentional. That is what they wanted. Can you just hurry the fuck up and get over here so I can kill you? Alright, so these guys I call the Tubbernaut. They're fat, they're awful, they're disgusting. But they're pretty easy to kill. They're very slow, and they don't maneuver particularly well. So it's literally just a matter of walking circles around them. Just be careful. They do poison damage. Not a whole lot, so long as you have your guard up. But it's enough to be inconvenient. Dung pie. Not useful whatsoever. I think that the whole point is that you throw it at somebody and they get toxic, but it also does damage to you, so it kind of backfires. So like, there's really no point in getting it. See, as I said, they're not particularly difficult. The last of you guys up here. There are Tubbernauts down below that, though, that are awful and just not fun to deal with. Because they have boulders that they throw at you. And you know, for the most part, we're going to kind of be avoiding them like the plague. So, everything in this area does either poison, toxic, or uses fire. Because it is a giant fucking sewer. It is disgusting, it is terrible, and it is just all around bad. So as you can see, this is very much the exit to this area. And you can tell, ooh, that could have been bad. Just by the fact that, you know, that you get the key to open that gate there. Man, that's not promising. This Quelaag fight is going to be tough. Quelaag is the boss before you ring that second bell. And, oh, did you see that frame rate? Oh, God, I hate BLIGHTTOWN. How did I get... Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's not good. That means one of those jerks with the frickin', the burlap sacks on that face got me. And those things are terrible. They do poison damage. It's not fun. luckily, we haven't had enough use for the Estus Blast, so this should make things pretty easy coming up. Why the fuck that happened? God, I just hate this area so damn much. Alright, and we're gonna bring her in here. Alright, so remember I said that there are people that invade you. There are certainly players that invade, but there are also certain NPC invaders. Mildred is one of them, and you want her to invade, and the big reason why is that she is super useful in the Quelaag boss fight, who is coming up. That is who we're actually going to fight as we speak. We just defeated her. We got some humanity. Woo! And what we're gonna do now, rest at this bonfire. And level up, we can, and pour another thing into vitality. Because we need that, and we're gonna kindle it. Because fuck this area. Alright, so we're already making short work of BLIGHTTOWN. We're already almost towards the end of this goddamn mess. What we need now is run. Run for your life if this game will let you. You are going to get poisoned. This is just a fact. Don't even worry about it until you get to the boss, in front of the boss arena. It shouldn't do too much damage to you anyway. As you can see, there are a bunch of Tubbernauts holding boulders. I avoid all of them because they are mean. Getting hit by a boulder is about as fun as it would sound to do in real life. It really hurts. It hurts your feelings, it hurts your self-confidence, you know, pretty much a bit of everything. Now we're going to drink that Estus, Sunny D. Alright. Man-Eater Mildred. We will see just how useful she is here in just a moment. Alright, so now time to see one of the best boss cutscenes of this entire game. notice she hits this girl much harder than I do. Staying away from you, going your PMS shit like that. Yeah, Maneater Mildred kind of champs this boss fight, honestly. Hey, you leave my girlie alone. We're friends now, that's how this works. Alright, so we beat quite a lot. Now, unfortunately, since we don't have the ability to warp just yet, we get to, you know, do other things. Oh, God. Alright, so we have rung the second bell of awakening. Woo! Before we leave here, we're going to get some more bonfires, though. Because when you get to the part of the game where you have to warp, where you get to warp, rather, it's going to make this whole thing a lot less painful. One of these walls is illusory. Yay! You're gross.
Oh dear. What happened?
Answer yes.
But you have no egg. Ah, no matter. Lord, I pray that...
Don't worry, you can get infested with eggs. You can get a very gross helmet out of it. Alright, so if you recall, I made mention of the gift, that opening gift, being that the old witch's ring. That is what you need to talk to this person. I'm like 99% certain. I'll double check, but in order for her to actually speak, you need that. So I joined this covenant for one reason and one reason alone. Solaire is like one of my favorite characters in Dark Souls. And he is that gentleman that gave you the white soapstone and helped you out with that first boss fight. With the gargoyles. Solaire, if you save Solaire, he comes back. If I can talk, Solaire will die if you do not join this covenant, because this covenant allows you to get a shortcut that prevents him from finding this sunlight maggot, and it makes him go insane and you end up having to kill him. So please join this covenant if you like Solaire, because otherwise you don't get to save him. He dies, and it will all be your fault. All of it. Yeah, no, that's the only real bonfire that you need right now. There's another one that's close by, that's down there. But we're not gonna worry about that for right now. We're just gonna now have the very unfortunate duty of getting back. Ugh. I have to go to BLIGHTTOWN again. So this whole video will be BLIGHTTOWN. Probably what, 28 minutes? Awesome. So this will probably be the shortest video because I really hate this area, and I wanted to stay in BLIGHTTOWN as long as I needed to, which is literally just now. So the rest of this video will be the great escape from this shithole. This quite literal shithole that is BLIGHTTOWN. Look at how ugly these textures are. It's fucking egregious. Like, talk about the one bad note in an otherwise near flawless game. There is an item that I should have probably picked up before we came here called the Old Iron Ring. You get it by defeating this Hydra that is in the old Darkwood Forest. It allows you to move through water without it affecting you, really. And apparently that also goes for, shit. But that's literally what you're wading through in BLIGHTTOWN. It's people matter. Go up here, we're gonna hold our guard up. Hopefully there isn't some jerk sitting up there with glow dart. Really, really hate dealing with glow dart dudes. It's awful. Dude. Run. Alright, so we escaped from from the clutches of the Aborigine blow dart asshole. We didn't, since I hate this area as much as I do, I didn't really give you a chance to see the Aborigine blow dart asshole. But if you decide to go explore this area because you have some, you know, designs of self-loathing, I can't prevent you. You'll see him. He's got a burlap sack over his face, and he blows darts that infect you with toxins, which is the worst thing in the game to get infected by, other than being cursed. Hopefully I will not have to worry about getting cursed this playthrough, as it is just a pain in the ass to deal with if, you know, have your health. It's pretty easy to avoid being cursed. Just kill the basilisks before they have a chance to blow their awful smoke in your face. But, yeah. Probably a soul. Alright, so, really quickly, this is the soul of Quelaag. This soul can make one of the best weapons in the game, the boss weapon called Quelaag's Fury Soul, which increases its damage output the more humanity you have popped. The more Sod's humanity you have, the more damage this weapon does, and it already starts off with like a lot of damage. But like I've seen people who were able to like 2 or 3 shots some of the most difficult bosses in the game, the Quelaag Fury Sword, just because of how obscene it can be. I am not going to do a Quelaag Fury Sword build here on this playthrough, so I am going to use this soul and use its souls for leveling up. But I just wanted to let you guys know that if that is a weapon that is of interest to you, look it up and watch how people use it and decide for yourself as to what you're going to do. Here's the lore of Quelaag. Soul of Quelaag, once daughter of the Witch of Izalith, but now a chaos demon. Special beings have special souls. Quelaag's soul contains all aspects of chaos. Use it to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. We are going to use this item. Get a lot of souls. Now we are going to go level up. Oh man. So.
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you. Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it.
So, I think the next time you come here, he's gonna be gone. After this point, and you will find him hollowed in New Londo, and you will kill him for all the times that he giggled at you. And that charming devil in there is the key to where you are going next. And after he finishes talking, we will end this video.
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Fract, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
Yes, I do.
Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel. I am pleased to see. Is it something?
Alright, so you can get some souls from this dude. That's some good stuff there. And it will give you, and he will give you like, I think it's like 50 souls. So you can get souls by selling, by quote unquote selling stuff, but like, it's usually not a lot. I think the most you can get from him is frickin', is 100, yeah. Oh wow, no, I can get 1,000 for the Fang Boar helmet. That's nice. But otherwise, it's pretty useless trading him all this stuff. It's just whatever. But yeah, so there you go. That's your next
chosen
step in the game.
undead. I remain here and await thee.
Fun little tidbit. So it is theorized that this statue is a representation of Lord Gwyn's mistress and their bastard son, Gwendolyn, who is another boss in this game, but he is the leader of the Dark Moon Covenant, and he is the protector of the illusion of this Age of Fire remaining. You have a choice later on in the game to end that illusion, and then he becomes an active boss fight, or you can join the Dark Covenant and help protect the illusion, help keep it alive, to make these people think that the lords haven't actually abandoned them. But in all actuality they have. When it comes time to make that decision, I will leave it to you guys, and I will let you decide which one you want me to do. To either end the illusion and see the truth, or to make everything seem still hunky-dory. And yeah. So we are going to rest at this bonfire. And then we are going to end this video. It was good. I hope it was a good video for you guys. I hope you enjoyed everything. Have a good time today, or whatever you plan on doing here. That was really awkward.